Hey everybody. Not that there's anybody here right now, but um, no, we've been having some problems with the internet connection. So what I've done is I got a Cat 6 cable over there, hooked directly to the internet modem, so we shouldn't have any more problems with internet connection out here at the barn, running all the way into the house. So we'll wait a few minutes here and see if anybody else joins us and see what get going here. I know some of you don't like that, but kind of hard. Oh, there's somebody. So, anyways, we're gonna get started on this Cougar here. I was saying a little bit ago is I got you can probably see it here. Got a Cat 6 cable running all the way to the house to hopefully give a better internet connection so that way it doesn't break up on me. Who we got in here? Oh, there's somebody else. I'm going to start by painting this back because this is driving me nuts. So, and then we're going to start airbrushing the canopy. I got the airbrush out. Have some fun with that. Should have got a bigger brush. Hey, good morning. This is just some. Hey, Chris, you found? Yeah, might have a party going on in here. This is just some black acrylic that water based that I stole from my daughter, and I'm not much of a painter, but I do try. I think I'm going to go back over the base here a little bit too. I'm not going to do much of it. It's pretty black. We'll see what it looks like after it dries. There we go. Seeing as this is water based, we could just use the water to clean the brush up here. Hey, everybody's here. Hey, I was saying earlier we've been having some problems with internet connection, so I got a Cat 6 cable running all the way to the modem in the house up there. So hopefully, I did some internet tests to see what the connection speed is, and everybody's telling me it improved greatly. Hey, Grant. um, yeah, I got this. I got two of them. This one's a little better actually. I wear the crap out of them. They're so damn comfortable. Um, I when I go up to Toledo here next month, I told Valley View, I says I need a 40cc twin for my fly baby bipe, and I says a new hat would be nice because the other one's in much worse shape. I don't remember where I got both. I know I got one at National Fun Club. I don't remember where I got the other one at. Probably down in Dayton or something. I'm gonna dilute this paint. We're gonna try to paint the canopy with this stuff. I haven't used acrylic. I usually go get um, car body paint, but we're gonna see what this does. Everybody said it'll work. Dilute it down so it'll fit in the airbrush just fine. And yeah, I didn't go. Thought winter was over, and um, here it is. We got 3 inches of snow outside, and it's like 20 to 30 mile an hour winds out there. It's flipping crazy right now. So, anyways, let's see if this thing can piss me off today, like they usually do. No, I live in central western Ohio. It's kind of a mouthful. I'm right on the Indiana border. If you look up Greenville, Ohio, I'm about northwest of there, about 20 miles, kind of out in the country there. Let's do a test piece and see what happens. Let's just paint the table here. Yeah, it's going to piss me off. I wonder. I haven't played with this new one yet much. Minnesota, Indiana. Yeah, Michigan, Indiana. Yeah, we're not too far away from each other, really. Pull this needle out a little bit and see if we can get the paint to flow a little better. Wow, it's really stuck in there. I love Harbor Freight stuff. There it goes. Might have had it too tight. Yeah, there it goes. Boy, that's a lot of water. Very, very runny. So I haven't played much with an airbrush, so see if we can thicken it up a little bit here. That looks a little better. I think I'll just drop a little bit in here. I don't think it's going to take much paint. Yeah, trash can. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I've seen that online. Um, I'm usually the type just to go buy a spray can, Pactra or something like that. So that's awfully thin. I like that a little better. It seems like it's sticking a little more. At least this stuff's water based, should clean out real nice. Yeah, that's a little better. Let's start on a. Yeah, it's pressure might be too high. That's too low. Ain't got nothing coming out. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Yeah, I don't know if that's this one or not. I just got this one last week. Said really, really light. That's looking all right. Figure if I give it, if I paint it early in the live here, then maybe I can get it done before we quit for the day. Yeah, it's kind of splotchy, but we'll run with it. Anyways, set this thing aside. Yeah. I'll have to look him up. I mean, at least it's water based. If I don't like it, I can always take it out and or sand it out there and redo it. Okay. So, what are we gonna do today? Well, I need to start putting servos in here. So earlier today, remember the blocks were up here. I got rid of them. And we're gonna move the servos back to back. Hey, I got some new stuff. Got the break in this week. People had a 15% off last week, so that was nice. So I'm going to move the servos back here to the back to give me more room, especially for the brake setup, which I'm going to put on its own servo. I got an HS81 here that I'm going to try on that. And then if I can find my pencil. Oops. See if I can eyeball that. I'm going to take a little bit off on the sander here. There we go. Might need to do it just a touch more. There we go. That looks pretty good. What I like to do is set my servos up So if I remember right, the arm for the rudder servo is going to be over here. So this will be our elevator side, and this will be our rudder side, which has got to go. If it's on one side, it's got to go to the other on the rudder, so that way it turns correctly. So I left my drill bit over there. Okay. Want to make sure you got enough room in here for everything to work. Elevator can be right up against the fuse side. You know, try to not drill a hole through your finger. Not too tight, but snug enough. Okay. Trying to decide how I want to put these. Probably like that. Yeah. Make sure we got enough room to everything to bypass each other. Those on the bottom. Like that. That looks pretty good. The washer threaded down the shed. I gotta put it back up there. There we go. I am going to, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but I am going to edit all these lives down and do a video when we're all done, everything's said and done here. So this fuselage is pretty straight going down the side, so I should just be able to copy this one and cut it to length and get it in there. I have all a straight line there. Probably in there somewhere. Yeah, that's pretty good. Biggest thing here is when you do it this way is make sure you're square from side to side there. Kind of new dome a little bit. I like using these servo screws from Duber. They're pretty nice. Albeit getting a little expensive, but these things have been in there for a long time, so I'm definitely getting my use out of them. I'm going to leave that one a little loose because I don't have my rubbers on the one side yet. So okay, so we're going to go like that in there. Kind of wrap this around the center. These should not need to come back out, but on the chance that they do, I'm pretty tight up against the case. I like to do that, but when you pull these out, you might need to take your Dremel and put a half moon in the one side or on both sides, slide them over to get them out so you don't crimp your wires. Reason I do it this way is so that way I can set these in here. Might need to sand on them a little more. Should work. And then I can yeah, it's getting a little tight at the bottom, so I'm gonna sand on this one just a touch more. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I like that, pretty nice. It's gonna be back here and give you plenty of room to get in here and work on stuff. And then plenty of room up here for another servo, 2 more servos and a receiver and that. So it's gonna make sure that they're nice and flat. I think I need to close that one just a touch more. Yeah, that looks pretty good. 30-minute epoxy on these. You don't want your servos coming loose and tight. Did anybody catch the foamy build that I started? I know Chris did. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I might bring that to Toledo with me. It might have a for sale sign on it. I'm just going to brush it in there, and it's 30 minutes, so it should be should have plenty of time to get down in there and get into gaps and everything. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, parts are ordered. Just I thought they might get here in time because sometimes he ships in just a few days, but I haven't gotten email confirmation yet that it's showing up or that it got shipped out. It didn't show up yesterday, so okay. Now we got that done. We need to plan a throttle linkage and the mini servo here. So we can do 2 things. We can go in the middle like that. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing here. There we go. That wouldn't be too bad. I think we'll plan on the throttle and the brake servo when we get the brake done. I think it might have to be up here towards the front. I don't know. It looks like it's got plenty of cordage there. So it goes something like that. So we could put it towards the back. What do you guys think? For this was from Cali Graphics. I hear she's had a family problem, so she hasn't been responding to emails the last few weeks. So a battery's going to go up here for sure. Receiver can go there. Switch. So we got all this from. Let's just put them back here. But the shorter we make the throttle there, I like it right here. Yeah. We'll put the throttle servo in the middle here. I'll put another set of arms here, pick this up. I could possibly, these are wide enough, maybe I can get two on one. Probably not. No, ain't gonna be able to do it. Not quite wide enough. So yeah. Where's my stick? CG was fine. It last time it flew. Of course, the servos were way up here. It needed a 2100 milliamp or so nickel metal pack up in the nose. But yeah, it didn't need any tail or nose weight. And seeing as I didn't have anything to rebuild on this, I'm not adding any weight to it either. Because what I think I'll do is, of course, got to sand on that a little bit. What I think I'll do with the Mini is just make a little square out of plywood and attach it to the side here once I get the brake set up. I think that'll be plenty good enough. It seems like it's wider up here than it is down here. Could I built this crooked fuselage 30 years ago? Good possibility. And of course, now I take too much off of it. Let's get a little more accurate here. Okay. Just a smidgen bit. Oh, no. Okay. I think it's the glue medicine with me. Yeah. Dremel. Okay. Let's see if we can get it in here now. A little bit more Dremel inside there to get rid of the old glue from the old mounts. A little bit more. I think I still need to take a little bit off of this rail. I think she's a little too tight. That's better. Let's see if we can get this out of here. Oh, okay, that's fine. No. All the screws. don't like that. I think I'm off a hole. That looks better. Okay. And then I should have another rubber here for the grommet for the back. Okay, I haven't never had that happen to me before. Where the 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 drill bit is stuck in the hole. Crazy things. I wonder why that won't fit in there anymore. Junk. Might have to break out the hand drill. But wait a minute, Mike, that is a hand drill. No, this is an electric cordless drill. This is a hand drill. Like butter. I still have it. I got frustrated with it the other day and threw it in the corner. So I'm gonna work on it next week. I need to. Just build the wing on it, but the piece is done. There we go. But that looks a lot better. I like it back here further. I've never cared for why guys put them all the way up in the front. Ran into that on the Ultimate too, remember? Okay. What's next? Control rods. I have. There they are. I'm just gonna run these because I don't foresee needing anything more than that. These from Dubro. That's what was on it before. Okay. A knife. Hey, see you later, buddy. Oh, okay. I like to clean these up. They get, Dubro makes nice products, but sometimes they leave a sharp edge on them, like that one. Oh, see you later, Chris. Biggest thing is see, we're going to come straight through the back hole for the elevator rod. Biggest thing is to make sure that your holes are lined up with the hinge center line. And then what I do, there's plenty of room in there for that. And it is going to go up inside the fuselage with elevator movement. So you want to check that before you get going too much here. I just run a T-pin down through one of the holes. And then I take a drill bit larger than the bolt hole is. And these are a little bigger, so this is a 5/64 drill bit. If I can make everything work here. Maybe it'll grab a hold of this one. Oh, okay. You guys seem to like the repair videos, huh? What would you guys rather see? Repairs, restorations, or full builds? Come here. It ain't cooperating. Hey. Make sure she's nice and straight in there. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I see on my algorithm that it seems like the repair videos do extremely well. I got another one coming up, Carl Goldberg Ultimate. I don't know if I've talked about that before or not. I did start working on it last week to Now I know my screwdriver was there. It is around here somewhere. I just had it, but I do have that coming up soon after Mike or Mark's is done. I seen it. Oh, well. Okay, so a little tip for you on putting these horns in is if you have really soft balsa wood on your control surfaces and you just start getting it snug and it goes into, like it's crushing the balsa wood. After you get done, like after this step, after you get done drilling your holes out, go in there and wick thin CA into the holes and get it into the surrounding balsa wood. It'll harden that balsa wood up. This one doesn't need it because they're starting to bend a little bit there, and it hasn't dug into the balsa wood yet. But there you go. That's a nice clean install like that. I always like that about this plane. And then we will do the same. So we want to put the horn for the rudder on this side. I always got to remind myself where the horns go out on trike gears because I don't build them that much. I don't work on them too much. There's a hinge in there, so it's a little hard to just push it through. There we go. Make sure she's nice and level and straight, and maybe even got a little slope to it so it lines up with the horn a little better there, or the servo. I'll show you here in a second. Get this other screw in here. Okay, so I got that set up, and you can see the angle that I put into it. I just nosedived it a little bit down, so that way it don't bind. You want to get everything as straight as you can with the way the rods are coming through. Otherwise, you'd put a big bend in this thing to get it straight and lined up again, And also to make sure that the holes on the controller horn, this is any horn, line up with the hinge line, with where it bends at. If you do that, then you won't have any binding issues with your servo. And binding issues on the servo can cause excess amp draw, lead to a dead battery and a crashed airplane. It all runs downhill from there. Okay. Looks pretty good. We can come back later if you wanted to and dremel those screws off. I like the way that looks. All right, control rods. Might as well finish them up, eh? So control rods are going to be dowel rods. If I have any. I hope I have enough. I did not check earlier. Okay. Evidently, I need to buy some rods. Okay. I'm not usually a fan of using sticks, but they'll work in this application. So I might be able to get 2 of them, not a 1. So I'm going to mark off a length here. I think that'll work. Yeah. We don't need much room on either side for rods. Let's do Dremel or the pencil. Sure, why not? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm not talking much. We're making control rods for the elevator here. Listen, don't watch. And then I need some. Let's see what I can find in here. My 256 supply is getting kind of limited. I did buy more. That'll work for that. So need a piece of threaded. That's 440. That'll work. It's even got a clevis on it. So I'm going to wind this out because it don't need to be that deep. I'll cut this. Maybe. Okay. These are these. I like these control rod, making rods like this because they're simple, they're effective, they work pretty good. So what you start with is a 90 on one end, kind of like that, on our short piece of threaded rod there. And then we need a drill bit. That's the same size as your 256 rod. I can never remember what it is. I think that'll work. And to get a little more technical on you, usually go up about an inch and a half or so on the end. Drill a hole. Make sure your rod fits in there. Yep. Okay. And then lay the drill bit over and create a groove for it to sit in. Usually do this with dowel rod, but this works also. Okay. Clean that up a little bit. You don't need it to sit in there far. You just need room for all this to kind of lock into place. Like that. That's a little proud, and that's what you want. And then I think it's up here. So this string, I'm not sure what it is. It's some kind of nylon string. It's pretty strong. This spool of string has been handed down for years. And what we're going to do is I'll put a piece through the end here where the rod fits through and tie a little knot. Okay. Don't have to be much. Put this piece back down in this 256 rod down it back in here. And then just start wrapping it. Now I like to make mine as tight as I possibly can up against each other. So that way it's just one continuous line going all the way down. It's a little time consuming, but it results in a nice strong joint here that you wick send CA into to harden the string up. I've never had one of these fail. So if anybody's got any questions, now would be a good time to ask since I'm sitting here for 5 minutes stringing this up. And see, I got a little quarter or half inch there gone, and you can do this you want to. And grab it with your fingernail and pull it down to tighten it up. I find it easier just to wrap it tight off the bat. Kind of relaxing, actually. Oh, yeah, I've used them. That cat back there is awful. I got a set of foam cores upstairs. This has got foam core wings. Um, I don't mind working with them. I think they're a little more time consuming than traditional balsa because of the wait times with the glue, because you can't use CA to put them together. So, but I don't mind. I don't mind working with them. Okay, that's pretty good. And then I just take it and wrap it a few times at the end like that. That's a pretty good tight wrap. That is not going to go anywhere. And then my thin stuff was here just a minute ago. Whatever I did with it. There it is. So then I just dribble CA on the end to hold it. This dries really fast, so you can let go of it and give your fingers a rest. Yeah, those stick built fuselages, you can have some time in them things. Just Chris, make sure you um, when you do that second side that you build it on top of your first one, put wax paper in between it. That way, both sides of the fuselage is accurate to each other. Yeah, I'm enjoying that build also. It's I like seeing people's different takes on things. Okay. That feels like that's 440. Yep. I got plenty of leather ends in there. This will work. Yeah, that works. I've heard saran wrap works really good too. Or if you whatever you got for covering, um, if you got the plastic from Monocoat or new cover, take some of that and put over top of it. That stuff's really clear. I haven't tried I haven't tried the saran wrap yet, but maybe you can do that on your channel. Okay. I know that looks a little long, but we'll cut that down and get it in the fuselage. I'm going to put a little bit deeper of a groove in here. It's not fitting quite like I want it to. That looks better. And then rinse and repeat on this guy. Okay. Is that a balsa build? Reapers RC. Oh, cool. Oh, a cub. Okay. I like cubs. They don't like me. You'll probably never see one on this channel. I have considered building one again and trying it, but um, every cub I've ever touched has never ended very good. I would consider myself a pretty good flyer, but cubs are my arch nemesis. I've had 3 of them, and I've planted every single one of them. Okay. How is AliExpress to order from? I've seen them a lot, and they got pretty good stuff, or pretty reasonably priced stuff, I would say, but I've never ordered anything from them. Yeah, those are a different animal. I've never flown a clip wing cub, so I would like to. Um, Back when Carolina Custom Kits was in its heyday, I was talking to the owner about his cub, and he says, "Oh, you need to buy it. You won't regret it, and they're great flying because mine are built so much better." And I'm like, I'm glad I never did, but I got a quarter scale Sig Cup fuselage over in the other building. Needs wings. Okay. Yeah. Just remember, build to fly, not to crash. Okay. That's pretty good there. Yeah. I don't mind ordering stuff from China. I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is, I guess, in this day and age. Okay, so we got that all done. I think that looks pretty nice. Um, like I said, normally I would use dowel rod on that, and I think it makes it look a little cleaner. It's a little easier to wrap. But I didn't even realize it, but this is the old elevator rod out of it from uh I did this when I was 9 years old. It's wrapped in wire. It's epoxied and it's balsa wood. This control rod is 30, 35 years old. And it lasted that long. So by making it out of spruce, it's going to be a lot stronger. So you want to thread this down through here. Nice thing is I can see all the way down through this fuselage. We'll clip this end here. We're going to put a Z-bend on the other end. I think. Kind of hard to see what your fingers are doing in there. There you go. That's hooked up. Okay. And then here's another little trick that I like to do is take a piece of hardwood that's fairly straight. That one's pretty close. And clamp the elevator straight like that. Now we're going to be a little down because my clamps ain't big enough to get all the way in there, but that's all right. And by doing that, you don't have to worry about what the rod's doing while you're messing in here. Okay, I've seen some videos saying covering. I've never tried to cover fiberglass. I've seen some guys do it and do it very successfully. I hear the techniques for it are, heat a lot and stretch. So, when you're when you're covering a wingtip, let's say we're going to cover this. Okay. So to get a seamless edge around this bottle edge here and here, you know, if you start just wrapping it, it wants to shrink and it's going to bunch up on you. Okay. So by getting away from that, you would adhere this down first, the main part of this bottle, and then have enough left over where you can put your hand out here and pull on it and have this sturdy. Some guys use sandbags and stuff to hold things down. And then you take your heat gun and you start heating it up, and you'll feel that material start to stretch out in your hands. And as it heats up and stretches, you pull. And what you're doing is you're moving by stretching it out, make it more flimsy, more pliable. You'll get rid of the gaps, or the seams, but you move them down here where you're going to cut it off anyways. So I don't know that. You know, if you looked under fiberglass under a microscope, there's lots of little holes in it, pinholes and stuff like that you can't see. So you'd have to experiment with it. But I've seen guys do it. I don't see why air not being able to escape would be a problem. So, you know, you could try it. I thought about doing it a few times, but I never have. Where am I at here? Z-bend pliers. Okay. Oh, you guys have got these are great planes. Ones I've had these for a long time. Obviously not made anymore, but you can get Z-bend pliers or Z-bend jigs from different places. So we're gonna go. That's gonna go. I'm gonna guesstimate a little bit here, but and then Z-bend. Hey, no problem. Yeah. We'll lose this. We're a little far off there, but we can fix that later. But hey, it's hooked up. I don't know how well you can see in there. Yeah, this is looking sharp. I am getting excited. Wait till I get the scallops on the rudder and elevator. I think it's going to bring it around. Okay. I'll do that to your servos. All right, that's looking pretty good. And then I think we'll start making the other one for the rudder here. Yeah, we're about an hour and a half in. I'm not stopping, but I want to change the program here just a real quick here. So I'm going to give my hands a break here from wrapping plastic or wrapping stuff. Make a little room here. This wing has been driving me nuts for weeks now, sitting here staring at it. That is a lot of fuel soaking, and I need to know whether or not I need to replace that or not. I'm going to try to save it. Oh, there it is. It's in there hiding. Yeah, you just send her an email at Caligraph. I don't remember. You just Google her, Google Caligraphics, and it'll bring you to the website. She doesn't have a lot of stuff listed on there, but you can get her email address. I know I listed it in the. I know I listed the email address in one of the videos that I did, but she usually has what you're looking for. Yeah. Okay. And then where is? I need a paper towel. So what I'm going to try first is just heating the crap out of this thing. I'm going to get the wood as hot as I possibly can. Just see if I can get some of the oil out of the balsa wood. I'll start to smell it. I'm already seeing it come up. The biggest thing here is just keep wiping, keep heating. And this is a foam wing, so you don't want to get things too damn hot where you start melting the foam. But this could be a nightmare to change. That's why I'm trying to save it. I think that's going to come out of it. Look how much I'm getting off of that. That's a lot of damn oil. So when you're doing restoration projects like this, and you got these spots, these dirt spots, especially around, surfaces, firewalls, wing openings, any kind of opening that might be exposed to it. If you see it, you want to do this to it, because as you lay the new covering down, the heat will draw the oil out and your covering won't stick. Smells good in here right now, all this nitrous out of the wood. What's that saying, nitro smells good in the morning or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to let it cool off a little bit here. I think I'm, whatever we used to glue this down, I'm sure it was probably Sig. They used to make a glue for foam wings. And I'm sure that's what it is underneath here. I think the heat's starting to release a little bit. I'm getting a little delams going on there. I might have to take a syringe and pump some tight bond in there. Yeah, I think she'll live. Off camera later on tonight or whatever. Hey, I start a new job tomorrow. I'm going to lay some floor dry kitty litter over top this and let it sit for a week and see if anything else comes out of it. So, I am going to be new job tomorrow is I'm going to be a yard jockey for a local grocery warehouse. I'll be on nights from 3 to midnight. Where did my store go? Over here. All right. Let's get rudder push rod made. The rudder is probably the hardest one to make because it's the one that's got to be the longest back here. So, because you want to keep the wood inside, so you got to kind of determine where you're going to come out at and go a little bit shorter than that. So let's try this off piece because it might be short enough. Yeah, it is. It's actually too long. I'm going to try to have it about the same spot where the elevator's at. I think it's going to go right about there. Okay. I'm going to be right back. I got to run upstairs and get some new 256 lines and some out of that box there. Okay. Sorry, it's a dang maze up there. Look at this. Anybody watch the Great Plains Ultimate? Rebuild. There's the cow for it. That came from, I have to go back and check the last video of the Ultimate. I don't remember where I got it from. It's already primered. Let's try it. I have a little bit of blue here somewhere. There it is. A Monaco. Yeah, that's not Fiberglass Specialties anymore though. It's somebody else that bought it, and that came from them. It took them quite a while. I could look up the email. Damn, these scissors are just too much. There's one normal one. I'm going to paint this. I'm waiting for paint to come in. I'm going to do glass coat. I think the back's already off of it. Yep. Okay. Covering iron. I'm going to set it normally to like what Monaco calls for here. Okay, you come back, Reapers. I'm going to cover this. So make sure you check that out later. It's at the, our 38-minute mark. Let's see. Where should we start? Let's try to get, let's do the top up here, and then we'll try to bring it around so I can show what I was talking about. So this is already hot. If I can get my arms to work here. Okay, you have fun day at work there, buddy. Is it sticking? It's sticking. Seems like it's going on just like it normally would. I can't hardly pull that off. maybe we come across something here. It doesn't seem like it's bubbling or anything. So this is what I was talking about. So I'm going to have to get a little creative here to wrap this around. I'll try to show you guys what I mean here. So if you start heating this up, you'll feel it. And it's already starting to work here. See how I'm pulling the wrinkles out of it? I can go really fast. You can kind of pull it into position there and wrap things. It makes a mess out of this end, but this works really good for wingtips. You know what I mean? So I got a big wrinkle there, but that's part of the problem with doing some of these compound curves. And I don't know if this will come out of it or not. It's not really going to come out of it, but I mean, for covering on fiberglass, that works. Then you could take your hobby knife here, wherever you want. It can, but they're usually too high a heat, and trying to control them is hard too. Okay, so for a quick demonstration that don't look too bad, let's see how hard it is to pull off. It gave me a little bit of pull there to it, but it's not like you can see where it left glue there. So you'd have to start wrapping it around the back side here, and you would probably have to do it in multiple pieces to do like the face of it. That would be those would be hard contours to cover though. If it was simpler, I'd probably stick with it. Like the Cougar cow, we could cover that, but that's plastic. So anyways, there's your experimentation for today. Did I unplug that? Yeah. Okay. Hey. Being stubborn. I only need one. Let's pick that one. I got a whole tube over here that I keep my spares in. I need to clean this table up this week. Anyways, we want to make sure that we got enough. I got plenty of straight rod with no end on it, so I want to just make sure that I got plenty of room here. I'm just gonna snap that kind of into place temporarily. Might actually just still be a little too on the long side, but that's all right. I'd rather be long. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Go something like that. Okay. And we go something like that. So we'll put our bend right there. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Got a little bend in there. That's where it'll pop through. Fuselage. Well, thanks for everybody that participated in the poll on the color of the coat of the canopy. That was kind of fun. Okay. One more, that'll be good. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take the clevis off because I'm going to have to route this up through the fuselage that way. I don't remember if I still have the hole in here. Should be in here somewhere. I don't feel it anywhere. So I thought it had a plastic guide tube in it. It might be forsaken. So I'm just going to mark this thing out whereabouts it is. Probably right about there. Change the drill bits here real quick, make the hole a little bigger here. You can kind of see it down in there. I'd like it to be a little bigger though. I'll open this up a little bit. Yeah. This is like a needle in a haystack here. But I need to test fit it so I can see if my rod's long enough or not. Try to yeah. I think I got it started. Yeah, it's there. It's just not. Needs to be bigger. Supercomputer. Let's see. I don't think I have one in here. I know there's one over here. I'll show you what I'm talking about, guys. So these are guide tubes things. I don't know what you call them, but they got a long slot in them. And I'm going to stick one in here. I'm going to push kind of hard to maybe make a bit of an outline for it. Here's that part. Probably have to come in here and clean this up quite a bit, but it's okay. There we go. Okay. I can clean that up a little bit later, but that'll get me started anyways to a bigger hole that I can actually see. Aha! There we go. So is it long enough? It's probably about there. Ooh, I'm really close. Before I get too far with this linkage here, I want to make sure I get proper throw and that my rod's not too long, because I think it is. So just kind of set it up like I would if I was flying it. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So by centering it, you can see it's touching the servo, so I got to cut about an inch off of this. I'll mark it right there. About quitting time, isn't it? You guys want to go longer? Okay. Oh, don't forget to change your elbow out. That would have been deadly. There goes that one right there. Okay. So I should be able to make that little bit work, but I'm going to maximize it as much as I can. I can always trim it off later, right? Because I cut about that much off of it and it was touching the arm, so we should have plenty up here to get to that point. And I was just so entertaining sitting here watching me that string around a stick. So good. Got to get done, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm getting a little hungry. Anybody chefs in here? I try. I should have. My wife said I should have been a chef. Yeah. I made some Chicago style Italian beef sandwiches yesterday for dinner. It took me 4 days to make it, and man, oh man, was it good! And then I made a dish called um, God, I can never remember the name of it. It making me hungry just think about it. But anyways, it's like pizza, but it's in a roll, and that's been a big hit too around the house. I do have a smoker and that, so I do smoke a lot of meat. I had made a brisket a couple months ago that it just melted right in your mouth. So, but we're gonna make that Chicago style Italian beef for the National Fun Fly this year. I'm surprised they haven't announced that yet. They usually have by now. I usually already got my reservations made and everything. The nice thing about this new job though, is I get 2 weeks paid vacation after 90 days, and then every year after that. So I might be able to come see you guys a little bit more. So, um, oh, French toast, yeah. My mac and cheese is an eye for. I don't follow their directions at all. But I might be able to come see some of you guys if you guys got events that you go to or whatnot. Um, the wife did not say no to me going down to Alabama. That I don't know if he's here or not. He sent me a friend request on Facebook, but um, if any of you guys want to send me a friend request on Facebook, feel free. Last name is spelled Csaplik. I'm Junior, by the way. Dad passed away a couple years ago, though. But I like messing around with meat and stuff and trying different things. But we're gonna make if anybody's at the um, is going to the National Fun Fly this year, we usually have a dinner on Saturday night for friends and family and stuff. But uh, anybody's more than welcome to come by and grab something to eat. That's where I was going with that whole story. Like I said, Chris, you're on a bit of a budget with your plane. You might make these up. They take a little bit of time, but they're real cheap to make. Just don't set it down for very long because it'll stick right to your damn table until that CA dries. Let's see. Before we go, is this dry yet? Yeah, it's starting to get a little dirty, a little tint to it. Let's see if this thing will still spray. Yep. Gotta move fast, that's for sure. It's starting to run on me. I don't want to get too carried away. It's starting to get the effect though. It definitely don't have no fumes because it's water based. I mean, I'm sure it'll smooth out once it starts getting more coats on it. They said several coats. Let's see what this looks like. That looks pretty good. That acrylic works really good on stuff that you don't have to worry about nitro fuel getting to. Got to keep Grumpy Cat in there. All right, guys. Well, I was off all week. If you didn't notice, I made a couple extra uploads this week, and that ain't going to happen this week. So I'm going to. I'm not sure what Wednesday's video is going to be on yet. I have been working on the Byron cap quite a bit, and I need to get Mark's plane wrapped up before he starts breaking the doors down on it. So, anyways, we will do this again next Sunday. How's that sound? This is fun. I wish this went faster. It just, it takes time to do this stuff, and especially when you're redoing the whole plane. But we're getting there. I mean, once the fuselage is done, I'm going to start messing around with that wing a little bit and get it to the point where it can be covered. And then it should go pretty quick once the wing's done. Oh, I did make. A lot of you guys don't know, but I got a metal lathe next door, and I've been looking for some bushings to fit the landing gear. So I did mess with this a little bit off camera again today. But if I have them here, there they are. Keep thinking of what I got to show you guys. So anyways, if you remember, I'll probably go over this again. But this is floppy. And the way to fix that is to put a bushing in there so you don't have to remake all your landing gear. So I got a lathe next door. You could do it with brass tubing, but I'm like, I could make it. So I started with a 3/8 bolt, and I drilled a hole down through the center. My surface finish could be desired, but you will never see it. And what we'll do is stick that on there, and then since this is bigger than the hole that is in there, it'll straighten this all out. So that is how you fix that. So we'll do that with the wing, but at least I got the part made. As long as I don't lose it, I can always make another one. So anyways, thanks guys for watching, and please don't forget to like and comment and subscribe on the other videos when you watch them. So anyways, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.